Hi everyone, I'm so honored today to have an amazing guest, and you will see because this is a special video for you guys for the Healthy Alpha Man for this group on Facebook. And I'm so happy to have with me today Silvana Samos from Scotland, right? You are from
Yes,
Argentina, but you're in Scotland, right?
exactly.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks very much, first of all, for the invitation. Um,
You're welcome. Tell me more about you. Yeah.
okay, so yeah, I'm from Argentina, but I've been living in Scotland for 8 years already. And since I arrived to Scotland, so my spiritual journey started really strong. And yeah, so it is still very strong. It's stronger, stronger, stronger.
So you had a shift in Scotland.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
From
visited
the
Scotland.
I arrived.
I love Scotland. And
Yes.
okay, so tell us more about your vision, because I know like this is a private group of men, and we are sharing insights. But we need you, ladies. We need you to be part of this process, because from your point of view, Silvana, you're gonna share with us also, the vision of the archetype, some archetypes, and about women, ancestrals, and the way we get educated in, and the way like our culture also, but the behavior and your point of view, right? So
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So, so what I've been doing during the last 3 years, I am a therapist, so I am an Akashik records reader and also a neurodecoding practitioner. That's very long to explain, but in a way, I learned to deprogram the mind or the neural connections. So now what I'm doing is conscious coaching, and with this conscious coaching, I try to share what I can with other people, right?
yeah.
So as I said, my spiritual journey started very strong in the last 3 years, I could say, and I work a lot on healing myself with my own tools and the knowledge and everything that I was learning. I use all this package to
Oh
heal
yeah,
myself.
combination, yeah, of different
A
techniques, right?
combination, yeah. So in a way, this healing helped me activate my chakras.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I did, among a lot, one of the things that I did was I practiced some rituals. So some of the rituals I learned them, and some of the rituals I channeled them. Okay. So last year I had an experience in January. I was like drawn to do a strong healing with my ancestors. I knew that it was going to be hard because I knew the stories of all the women behind me, but I knew that I had to go there to the hole, the dark hole,
Yeah.
where we never want to go. So I knew that it was time. So I did some practices and some exercise that I learned from this therapist. And my spirit guides just told me, you need to go to this place. It was, in fact, they showed me a postcode. They showed me a postcode in a meditation. So I looked for the place, and it was a stone circle. I am in Scotland, there's a stone circle. So I went there and I took some photos of my female ancestors, and I didn't know what I was going to do, but then they showed me there what I had to do. So that ritual, that's the one that I want to share with you today, is the ritual that helped me unblock my heart chakra. So after that, I started feeling how my heart chakra started expanding, right? Which is the most important one. So I decided to share this ritual with some ladies a week ago. Yeah, it was a week.
Yeah.
A week. And Gabriel was also in this call.
Yeah, I know. I put like long hair.
Yeah.
And I pretend I'm a woman, just guys, to bring you Silvana with us
Yeah.
today. Just
So
kidding.
then when he asked me first, he said, can I join? I thought, this is not a woman. What should I do? And then that told me, yes, say yes. I say, okay, yes, this is right. I mean, all of us need to work and heal our ancestors and in a way activate this feminine energy, So what
Exactly.
I'm going to do now I'm going to share my screen because I have a presentation, and it's easy for me and easy for all of you. I'm going to send this presentation in a PDF to Gabriel, and if someone wants it, or then you can put it in the post. Or
perfect, amazing. Thank you so much for your generous.
I will try. This topic is really it's quite extended, I think is the word, but I will try to make it short. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
it's nice images, right? First,
yeah,
I love
I
that.
know. So the lineage healing ritual with the full moon. So it could be great if you practice this ritual with the full moon because of the energy of the full moon. As you know, the full moon is connected with our feminine energy, and this is what we are going to work on. You may be thinking, I'm not a woman. Why should I need feminine energy? You know, well, to know why you need the feminine energy, because every single human being needs masculine and feminine energy. Okay, and the importance of connecting with these two energies from the wise side, and I will explain. Okay. So why healing the lineage? So we own genetic information coming from our ancestors about conflicts and stories or diseases that they have experienced. So what happens is that when your mom, even for men, when your mom was growing inside of her mom, she got a lot of information from the genes from your granny, right? But when she was growing, you were already there. So she was growing inside your granny, and you were an ovum, and you were growing inside your mom. And together with that, the sperm, I think it's the sperm.
Yeah, the seed. Yeah, right.
The men were already in there. I mean, the genes of the men were already in there, putting the information in this baby that was growing. And you as an ovum were already inside your mom. So this is the way that the information is transmitted in genes, okay? Of course, then when we grow up, and because of the way that we are raised, there's a lot of information that they transmitted to us. But this is the way that is transmitted through genes, okay? So what happens is that I know that there's no memory about something else different than the patriarchy, because it's been in the world for such a long time that people think that this is the normal way for human beings to live in society and at home. And it was not like this, always like this. So the patriarchy started with Christianity. When Christianity was created, patriarchy was established. Because patriarchy, there was a matriarchy, I think it's in English. Matriarchy? Sure. Matriarcado is in Spanish.
Matriarcado. Vale.
Matriarcado in Spanish. I don't know in French.
Matraquage.
Okay.
Like hammering, you mean? Like it was like a, or not?
What's it again?
Is it like a hammer or not? Like, because everybody is doing it, so it become like a normal situation.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the way that the society taught us that we should live.
Yeah.
Okay. I will explain it in the next slide. So the patriarchy is a very extreme masculine energy that use power to control. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why here has damaged the feminine energy in both men and women. We as human beings, as you know, we are also energy bodies, right? We're spirit and we are soul. And even in our physical bodies, we have these two energies, the masculine and feminine. If you are a man, your essence is masculine, but you still need the feminine. If I am a woman, my essence is feminine, but I need the masculine. Right. And I will share with you why we need it. So this patriarchy that has a very strong masculine energy, really in a way, put down the feminine, okay? So, no, this is the way we are going to control the world with the patriarchy, and there's no other way to do it, okay?
Right.
So what happens was that the masculine without the feminine is incomplete. You will understand why. It's immature, it's lacking, it's damaged, it's disharmonized. Because this is what the feminine gives. harmony and sensitivity, love. Okay, you will understand that later. So the same happens with the feminine that lacks the masculine, and this is the reason why we need to balance them, because a very extremely feminine lacks power, lacks strength, lacks direction, achievement. Okay,
Action. Yeah.
action, exactly, that's the word, action. So is this is what I'm going to say now. So because of the society and the education and information we inherit, we tend to go to one stream of one energy and we repress the other one. We are aligned with both energies. Yes, there are people that are extremely feminine, could be a man or a woman, extremely feminine, and they just feel they are not worthy, they feel they have no strength, they just go through life like robots and say, okay, I'm good for nothing, so I will just survive. Because these kind of people are so surrounded by masculine women and men, because they live in a patriarchy society, that they feel that they have nothing, no power, no nothing at all. Okay.
Can I add something?
Yes.
I feel like that the women try to adapt to that patriarchal
Exactly.
figure, and you have kind of distortion in the feminine. And the distortion in the feminine is the manipulation and the hypocrisy, and the man was like, hey, I'm the man, I have the money, I have the power, I decide. And from the other side you have another distortion also.
Exactly.
So they are both losing. That's
yes,
why we're
exactly.
doing this video today.
And women, I have always been very masculine, because I have always been a person that with action, with always encouraging myself. I always want to go. But then when I became a mom, I realized that I was not feminine at all. I said, oh gosh, this is so hard. Yeah, I couldn't connect with my feminine energy, so I couldn't feel that. Of course, I love my son, and he has taught me so much, especially about femininity. But it was really hard for me, because I was thinking from the ego, from the masculine energy, on how to raise this child. Excuse me. Nobody taught me from the feminine how to treat the child,
Right.
So it was a challenge.
Yeah.
So when the person is extreme at extreme feminine energy, is a typical person that lives in victimhood. They feel too much, everything, they cry for anything. All seems quite difficult to digest or to accept.
Exactly.
They don't set boundaries. Other needs are first than theirs or yours. Case that is a human behavior.
And even on women, on men, it's forbidden to cry, it's forbidden to share emotions. So the man like should be like a wall, and not sharing emotions, not talking, not communicating, and which is very bad. This is like, I mean, very bad. I'm not judging, but we all grow in, like, I don't know. I feel like it's good now to share all these difficulties, and to switch, to transmute the energy, and to make it more how can I say, more real, and not like playing the role. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's good. So when it is extreme masculine energy, and if you pay attention to the governments and how they manage everything, it's quite aggressive. It's not violent, but it's impulsive, it's selfish, controller. This is what most people feel, that governments just control us. They're abusive. So this is the extreme masculine energy. And this is in general, especially, this is something in Europe I haven't seen, but nowadays from Mexico to Argentina, there's a lot of crimes against women. And this is really sad. It's really serious.
You mean abusive?
Very abusive, and they just kill them. The men kill the women. I mean, this is control, and it's really, so this is the patriarchy, very strong.
The distortion,
aggressive, and controller, and controlling. So why is so important to balance these two energies? And I will give you some examples so you will understand why every single person needs feminine energy wisdom and masculine energy wisdom. So the masculine energy in a way is a masculine wound. I mean, it's the masculine that is hurt because lacks the feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Scientists just told us focus on the masculine, and the masculine in a way feels the lack of the feminine.
Mm.
And the reason why a lot of masculines are hurt. I mean, men that are masculine, they are hurt, they feel hurt. There are a lot of men who have been hurt by their moms, and they just sometimes they attract some kind of woman in their lives, and they repeat the pattern because they just receive from the feminine what they were expected to receive. So the masculine, it is a masculine wound in society in general, okay? So the strength for the feminine are love, sensitivity, sensuality, funny, receptivity, restoration, life or lifetime, creation, healing, opening, nutrition, compassion, intuition, wisdom, connection. So the one from the masculine, I'm going to read that one. Rationality, force, value, decision, will, action, goal and achievement, solidity, perseverance, practicality, protective. So for example, a feminine has love, sensitivity, she has life, she has creation, she has nutrition. But if she doesn't have sex, nothing is going to, she can give that to any baby. She needs the sexuality from the masculine, right? This is just perfect example.
Yeah.
Then, for example, a person that is extremely feminine and is very creative, and I give this example always, a person that is very extremely creative, and I have seen people in this situation, they have their home is full of paints and things that they create, but they have no force, they have no will, they have no decision, they have no action. They don't set a goal to achieve something with all that creation that they have. That person lacks the masculine. So that's the reason why we need both energies.
And you know, I can share something with you that is, I grew up in Beirut, Lebanon during the Civil War. So my generation, I saw men who shifted into too much feminine energy just to be kind of peace and love and against this violence and abusive. And so they shifted completely, like guys from my generation, and they are in a feminine mode and even like changing their orientation. Like not being a man as like, like like being completely opposite on this archetype and being more like feminine. And some of them maybe they went into gays or I'm mentioning like just observation. There's no judgment. Just
this
observing.
is because they saw themselves in an extreme and dramatic situation that forced them to connect with their heart, forced them to connect with the love, with the femininity.
Gotcha. More sensitivity.
They just okay. I just don't like this. I just can't accept this. I need to. I want and I need to connect with my love, my heart, and I need to spread that or to share it with others. Some people, this is in those kind of situations. It's just it makes you wake up and say, okay, I just need that. They are really hurt at the soul level. What is going on? What was happening? Okay.
Gotcha.
It could be great if you go for the guys that are watching. If you pay attention to these two lists and really try to think what you have. Okay, so say, okay, I have decision. Yes, I have will. Yeah, I'm not creative at all. Then there you go. If you're not creative, you need some more feminine. There are a lot of ways to activate much more the energy that you don't have. Could be that maybe they are feminine and they need to activate the masculine. There are a lot of ways to do it. Yes. Tell me.
I want to mention something that we guys are super funny, and you put the funny one on the feminine list. So
because it was there.
It
was there.
Yeah, you should review your list.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe some of them Intuition, wisdom should be on both sides, you know, connection.
Yeah.
Feminist
Funny.
side is the one.
Intuition.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
just kidding.
the importance is this is a very brief description of what we are talking about, this masculine and feminine energy. There are a lot of information out there, and nowadays I am seeing a lot of information in English because I learned all this in Spanish, which is really good. So what I'm going to share with you today is a ritual to heal your masculine, because it's in this case, in this group, the guys need to heal the masculine to let the feminine activate and enter, okay? So this ritual, as I share with you, is the one that I channel. I channel a part of the ritual. So the rest of the ritual is a typical ritual, but there's a part that is the most important one. And then we can talk about that with Gabriel. He agrees with me about the voice, okay? So you can share something. There was a photo here. It's not here.
The photo is rendering.
Yeah, the photo, imagine there was a photo there. I don't know what it is. Okay. Sorry about that. So it's important if you have photos of your ancestors. So your dad, your granddad, great-granddad, and if you have another one, great-great-granddad, could be great. If you don't have the photos, at least get the name. It's important to have the names. Okay, so you can write small papers, the name of each, including you, your dad, your grandpa, your great-grandpa, and
on the same paper, yeah?
No, different ones.
Different ones. Okay, got you. Okay.
Separated, because we're going to work on each of them individually, okay? Behind you, if not possible, write down their names on small paper. So I don't know what happened with the photo that was there. Okay, there you go. Here we have photos. Choose a sacred place. So whatever you are in the world, there's always a sacred place. Even it can be in nature, a forest, the beach, a hill, or if there is a monument. Believe it or not, the churches, they have very high frequency because they are built the same as the stone circles. They are built in pillars of energy that connect the earth with the sky. So even the churches, in every town there's a church, so are close to the church, the energy is quite high. So this is very important. But if you can't go to a place like that, then a forest or nature is the best place.
Okay.
As much as possible. If you can't go out because of the weather or because you just don't want to, you can create your sacred space at home, in a private room, on your own, and if possible, close to the window, okay?
Okay.
I will mention again that this is very important. It will make a bigger impact if you practice it during the full moon, okay? You know what I was thinking today? That we are at Easter. This is curious. We are at Easter. And this Sunday, I don't know when you're going to publish it, but this Sunday could be the perfect time to do this because it's relating to the masculine. Okay?
I will launch the video as soon as possible. Yeah.
Okay. That could be great. Okay. So try to connect with the place. If you go somewhere, just touch the walls, the trees. If you're at home, decorate with ornaments or whatever you feel. But it's important that you feel comfortable in the place where you are and you connect. Or if you're at home, you need to connect with yourself, okay?
Perfect.
Or ancestors, okay?
Yes.
If you're outside, just choose a place where you can see the moon. The moon is very important, okay? If possible, right in front of you. If you can see right in front of you, that's ideal. If it is daytime where you can see the sky, at home, try to see the moon or have a window close to you, okay? I don't know if the men are going to do this, but if you want, yeah, some candles is always, it's good. It's good to have some candles.
Yeah.
Flowers, well, maybe not, but anything that represents you, any object that represents you, okay? I think that you will put your balls.
Tibetan ball, yeah, definitely. Yeah, sure.
Personal items and a photography of the moon if you want, okay?
Exactly. And is there any specific essential oil that you recommend?
You can also, yes, definitely. You can.
Okay.
Any essential oil that you feel comfortable with.
Okay. As you mentioned the instruments, I'm so sorry, I have to play them.
Yeah, it's okay. So first thing, try to ground yourself. And for the men that they don't know what this means, and this is important that you ground, that you connect with Mother Earth. Okay. So what I do, I put my left hand on my heart and my right on my head.
For grounding.
Yeah. For grounding, yeah. And just imagine that, close your eyes and just imagine that there are roots growing from your foot, from your feet, going into the earth, and they just go and connect with the center of the earth. That is a crystal. And once you imagine that it's reaching the center of the earth, imagine that you have like a push or a pull. That's
Nice.
like a
Nice.
pull, you know, you are connected. That's a way. There are many ways to ground yourself. That's one of them.
And it's easier, like, to imagine a tree with the, with the.
Yes. That's another one. Yeah. Practice short meditation. If you are the person that meditates, again, it's just to center yourself. Can be 5 minutes. Any meditation that you want. Okay.
And they can use music. Excuse me. I'm just adding some information. Like they can use music from internet and just like relax music or whatever.
Yes.
Now everything is available, on YouTube.
Yes, of course they can play music, or they can put as you said, essential oils or sage or anything. Yeah.
And the candle. Okay.
To feel comfortable in the environment. Okay. And connected with themselves, which is the most important thing. So now you're going to speak. And with Gabriel, we agree about this. And you're going to use the most amazing tool that you have for healing, that is your voice.
Exactly.
So what you're going to do is you're going to hold one of the pictures of the eldest between you and the moon. So imagine that the moon is right in front of you, or the window is in front of you. So hold in front of your mouth the picture, the photo, and then the moon is behind. Okay. And you're going to say a prayer. Oh, I think I didn't. Okay.
Because you are using the moon as an amplifier, right? For the intention.
Yes. I mean, in fact, you're sending the message to the photo that should reach the moon.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. And the moon is going to make the miracle. Okay. So you're just sending a command. You're sending a command to the moon, or to the guys, or to the angel. I want.
Yeah. Like on Amazon.
Sorry?
Like on Amazon. Like I'm just.
Yes, exactly. So, okay, I just remembered that I didn't change this.
Nice.
To fix it, yeah. I should have changed her for his. So once you hold the picture, you're going to say this prayer. In the name of John, I just put any name. I request all his emotional wounds to be healed. I ask that he can forgive his partners, his parents, and his children. This is very important. Even though it sounds weird, it's important. I ask that John, again, can accept his life experiences in his incarnation and be released to move forward, and thus have the chance to incarnate in a new physical body for his transcendence and ascension. He forgives, he accepts, and he lets go. Thank you. It's a prayer. I'm going to fix it. It's a prayer, but it's very powerful. And the most important thing that you're going to say here is he forgives his partners, his parents, and his children. And you say children? Yes, children. Because the children are a projection of the parents. So sometimes parents blame their children for this, that. I have seen that in my sessions. A woman saying, my son. Okay, what? How? Yeah, so they blame the children, and then sometimes it's coming from somewhere else. So it's important to say the children, okay?
Yeah, I have a question, sorry.
Yeah.
So John Smith is the grandpa, for example.
Yeah, the eldest, the great grandpa. You need to start from the eldest to you.
So you start with like the ancestor, like for example, like my father, my grandfather, let's say. So I'll start with the grandfather first.
Yeah, you start with the great-grandfather, the grandfather, your father, and then you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the prayer for the one who has passed, because we are requesting that they have the chance to incarnate in a new physical body. So this is the one that has passed. You see, it says if the person has passed away.
This is amazing. This is very important.
Yes, it is very
because like I mean the guys who are listening to this, so they can help their ancestors to remove guilt, fear, disappointment, or sometimes like this feeling of keeping the emotions, though they are cleaning and they are helping themselves also and removing this pressure on themselves, right?
Yeah.
And we are talking on an
Well,
energy level. Yeah.
No, I was going to say that what you're giving is you're giving to their soul the chance to experience it, because sometimes they just come back because they can't release what they have taken with them.
Wow. Okay.
Again, they can. I mean, they have to go and then be back, but incarnate again if they are in the low astral, in the place where they go.
Gotcha.
First place where they go when they passed. Many of them, they stay attached to this physical life because there are things that haven't been fixed yet. And with this, in the case that they are there, with this prayer, you help them. You request that they can move forward. Okay.
Yeah, and I would share something like just to make it clear. So when a person passed away, the soul is for a moment staying in this dimension for like a week, 7 days, and correct me if I'm wrong, and then they went to another level. And if they keep, for example, like a husband passed away and his wife is still in this dimension, he can feel this guilt of leaving his wife and the kids here. So by sending love to the person who passed away, we are freeing in a way his soul so he can go forward.
Exactly. Like
Okay.
that. You explain it perfectly. Yeah.
Thank you, doctor.
Definitely, yeah. So for the ones that are alive, then again, in the name of John, I request all his emotional wounds to be healed because they are also emotional. I ask that he can forgive his partners, his parents, and his children. I request his openness for his transcendence and ascension. This is very important. This is the key here. Openness to understand, to transcend, and to ascend. He forgives, he accepts, and he lets go.
Wow. Look at those words are so powerful.
So powerful.
And by writing them, I mean, it's more powerful. Yeah.
That's all human beings need, openness.
Exactly. Because we are human beings and we are very visual and kinesthetic. So the way when we write something, it's kind of engagement. So it's making your ritual, this ritual, stronger when we write it and not only read it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay, so that's the last prayer. Your voice, there was another picture here. I don't know where they are. We already explained about the voice. So the voice is really powerful. It's sound, and the universe was made with sound.
Exactly.
I don't want to go into this, it's really long, but the sound is really it's a very strong and powerful tool for healing. And well, Gabriel can say that because that's his work. But this is the reason why you need to use your voice. You need to, and this is the reason why I don't believe in the law of attraction, but they say there's something that they say that is true. That is everything that you just put out of your mouth is the message. It's a command that you send into the universe. And the universe, if you say, no, I don't want to lose my job, then the no, it doesn't exist. It's not taking into account.
Negativity doesn't exist, and
I want to lose my job.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful at the moment of speaking or the way that we speak. Okay.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I would add something that concerning the voice. as a singer, I studied how to, to open the mouth and to articulate, because the words, they have vibration, and
Yes.
it's good to write it and read it, like, not in loud voice, but like in a way that they can feel the vibration, and not like reading it like a newspaper.
Yeah.
This is the point number one. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. The point number two is also the intention that they're gonna put in this voice. Their intention is
Yes.
very important, and not like reading it like any. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Just wanted to
Okay, fine. Yeah,
mention the
yeah.
intention
But
and the
it's important
tonality, because when we
it's
are
important.
nagging, if you listen to somebody nagging, he has like this voice, na 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 na, so it's annoying. And this is the
Yes.
point that you want to explain, I think, through the
Yes,
voice.
yes.
Yeah, to make it from the heart, from here,
From the heart. That's what
not from the
I was
brain,
saying.
from the heart.
Yes.
Yeah,
To speak from the heart. And really feel that you want to help them. Really feel that you are empathizing with them, and you really want them to heal, because that's going to impact on you, on your own healing. Okay.
exactly.
So you can finish doing whatever you want. That can be walking, singing, or playing music, or anything. It's as up to you. You can say a prayer. You can write journaling. You can also write whatever you felt. Sometimes people really feel their ancestors are present in the ceremony, and you can write down this.
Amazing.
Or your voice. So yeah, you can.
Would you recommend drinking water, or doing like Epsom salt bath, using salt also?
Yeah, anything to any self-care is
Right.
good to do it at this moment. Yeah.
Because
So that's everything. I don't know what happened with the photo. There's some missing photo. There was a photo here. So strange. So that was everything.
Okay, perfect. Thank
Hope you
you.
enjoyed. Thanks very much to you.
Thank you so much. So, because this ritual is very important, I feel, because sometimes we have this kind of guilt, or also we are blaming, oh, if my grandpa did that, I wouldn't be here. For example, I'm born in Beirut, Lebanon. My grandpa used to work with the French in Lebanon, like
Yeah.
and they asked him to come to Paris and to stay with the French government and work and etc. And they say, no, Lebanon is my country. I want to stay in Beirut and like build my house with my wife and the kids. And one day I mentioned to myself, like, oh yeah, but we are like in the middle of civil war. If my grandpa decided at that time going to Paris with the French people, I would be in Paris right now,
Yeah.
Anyway, but 10 years later, I traveled to France, So there is something related to the ancestors, that their
Yes.
will to do something, and energetically they send it to us in a way, and we receive the message and say, you know what, I feel like going to Paris. So we have our willpower, but we have also influence.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I totally agree, because my great grandmother was Italian, and from my mom and from my dad, they were Spanish, and I have such a strong inner voice saying Europe, 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 Europe. Why do I have to go to Europe? Why? And it was stronger. So okay, yeah, I thought it was, I want to travel. Oh no, Scotland was waiting for me. Scotland was definitely waiting for me. Yeah. So thanks very much. I really.
You're welcome. We're gonna add your, all your Facebook and all the links also below under this video.
Thanks.
And I invite the community my group to connect with Silvana if you need any, I don't know, guidancy, reading or session. She's amazing. Okay, I already did a session with her. She's like that, incredible, very intuitive, like straight to the point, short and clear. This is what I like. And
short and precise.
Yeah, right.
Straight to the point.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks very much. Thanks to you, Gabriel.
It was a pleasure having you here, and we'll keep in touch.
Okay. Yes, definitely. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Cool.